Hey, what's up? Back at you with another video over here, man. Today I got a bit of a special and funky segment or something new that I'm starting. Let me drop the formalities. What is a segment? I'm gonna be sitting sometimes, or maybe quite often. I think this is something that I might grow to enjoy, and you who watch my channel and interact might actually start to love this very much because I appreciate your comments quite a lot and I read them. Trust me, I do, but I don't often have the time to respond to everyone. So, what am I introducing here? I'm going to be reading the comments. So, straight into the comments from behind YouTube Studio, where we post the content and we are able to view comments, etc. When you see the comments, you see them under the video. So I see them like this, as you see right now over here. So I think I'll do that very often. As I drop videos, as people engage, I invite you to comment and I will come across your comment and I will read it. Even the rubbish comments will be read. You see? If your comment is opposing me, I will read it and I will endeavor to respond. You see, this is, of course, preparation towards Twitch streaming. You know the platform Twitch over there. You've got the chat over there and you've got moderators who are busy looking at the people who are engaging and sort of engaging best. And you read those and you speak with them. And that's what makes people take time off of their day and bring attention to you, the streamer. It's the fact that they can somehow interact with you, or if they themselves don't get an interaction, they can see that you are interacting with the chat. And the chat is a community. So it's a people who are frequently coming on, and some are new, and some are subscribers, meaning that they are paying you money to be your audience, and in some cases I think to be able to comment. I don't know how Twitch works and where the money comes from and what the subscription plans are about. Is it just like YouTube when you join my channel and so your comments appear with logos on them, or they get first priority when the chat is a lot, or they get highlighted so that maybe they get highlighted so that you, the streamer, can know that, that's my dude there. Let me slow that and read theirs and interact with it. You see? But there'll be a lot of people subscribed and a lot of people highlighted, Mus. Well, doesn't matter. I don't know. So let's start here with the comment section. We are officially starting this one, and I hope that this is challenging. Let me tell you something. Now, a lot of content creators admit to the fact that they avoid reading the comments in their videos because the videos cause them anxiety. A lot of people who come here and are sitting behind the mic in front of the camera have confidence issues. You see? They are not all entirely strong within. They are people. I'm a person. I go through actual life, and some of the comments are triggering. Some of the comments are hurtful. Some of the comments are racist. And you hear a lot of content creators say, for those reasons, I don't read the comments. And if somebody out there on Twitter writes something about me, or there's a storm going on, if you are somebody near and dear to me, do not take screenshots of that and send it directly to me. I mean, imagine if you were to collect poop that somebody dropped for me, addressed to me, and they dropped it far away from me. They never got the opportunity to drop it at my feet. But you somehow designate yourself to become a courier, to shovel that poop and come with it, steaming, and deliver it to my ears, to my eyes, to my nose, to my presence. How do you do that? And so people say that we've got a circle defined of safety where we just don't want the outside world. We just want to do the content, have the conversations that we have, and then the people will comment and have their own community over there, you see. So I want to engage these comments. Comments, they'll change your life. Yeah. If you've ever seen streamers cry and go through emotions on camera, it's this connection to the outside world. I'm telling you, that lens there brings a lot of safety. You see, you've got this mic all to yourself. It's a quiet room to speak all by yourself. One message in one direction. The day you allow comments to come in and you are reading them, or you have no choice because the platform is such and the audience demands such, they came there to interact. It's live broadcasting in the digital era with a chat section there. So people are out here. And once they come in, and it's now two-way traffic. If you are a fake, if you are a fraud, if you're not brave, if you are taking chances, you're going to have to run away. You're going to have to delete comments. You're going to have to hide your personality, because responding here will, of course, show more of who you are. You understand? And people will be looking forward to understanding you more as they ask you these questions. So I'm going to embrace this. Look forward to your comments being read. So let's make this very interactive. I invite you. This is the full comment section chill, and we can be here for an hour and a half. We're not looking at no content at all. We are looking now at you and I. What's inside my head? So I saw a couple of people there quite happy to see that I came back. And they said, yo, man, we've been meaning to pick your head about something. There's been a lot happening in the media. And I'm like, I can see this commenter over here. This is a very frequent one. This is a very dope friend. Been commenting for a long time. I mean, we can see how many times a person has commented when you click their profile over there. See, so this person's like, yo, I'd like to pick your brain. I'm like, man, I'm thinking about how, bro, because I'm just doing this and constantly moving, bro. I just want to drop the videos and pass. So if I do respond, I'll respond when I do, or have the option to not. But I've decided to hop on it, to not be shy, to not be timid in any way, to let my mind think while you watch, and we can move together and teach each other. Hey, I'm getting nervous. So, easy ones. Expressive Music 4578. Congratulations, man. You're the first comment ever read in this full comments section chill session. And this is a response to the Afrikaner refugees being stuck. And of course, that one is Colonel Chris White over there making a defense. Very, very interesting, y'all. Very interesting. Johnny Bravo. Is that who you call him? Was there... I do these videos so fast, I may forget what other content I had within that same video. But yo, what's up, man? What's up? Same person. The Chris White guy thinks he knows South Africa more than South Africans. Yo, bro, you know, in a way, I've seen that he does. And in a different way, he acts, of course. You see, he does boast a bit, and then he does actually have the facts about certain things. I've heard him say something extremely ridiculous. Somebody fact check this. Oh, we can even hop on to Perplexity there and ask what is the possibility of such a thing. Colonel Chris White said that majority of South Africans existing currently were born after 1994. Have you all ever heard him say that? And if I'm wrong to quote him saying that, maybe he will hop onto this, or somebody will clip this and send to him, and he'll know that we are busy discussing some things that he said nicely, quietly, in a chilled vibe. He did say this. And so somebody pull up the video if you can find it and share it. What is the possibility of that, bro? So what happened to everybody who was alive before that? I want to know. So my parents are still alive and my grandmother are alive, and I was born before 1994. And so hold up. So that would be me, my mother, my father, my grandmother, and then there's no one else from the grandparents. This is the last surviving grandparent of me. And so I now have 3 kids, and these 3 kids, I have them with a wife, now that we are even counting a marital family. So there's 5 of us pretty much contributing to this. Oh, hold up. On her side is her mom as well, the last surviving parent. So there's 6 of us before 1994. Oh no, my wife is not before 1994. She's 1996, man. So, okay. So let's say she comes and she joins the kids then, those after 1994. And on this side, we therefore eliminate her and add her parent, which is 5. So there's a 5 to 4. Is that how Colonel Chris White kind of works this out? So is it true that the birth rate, therefore, of Africans is at such a high replacement rate that we are replacing and adding? And so maybe, of course, those before 1994 are getting fewer and fewer, especially the eldest. But I'm struggling to understand how that wouldn't apply to Americans. Can we say that most Americans were born after 1994? Is that so? Is that true there as well? Have I picked something to contend with that is factual? So what do you think? He says that majority of South Africans were born after 1994, and Expressive Music there says Chris White thinks that he knows more than South Africans. What do you think? Is he correct? Do you stand with him? Is that a fact about South Africa? And what else about him? We'll think about it as time goes. Thank you for the comment there, man. And the next one from TNN channel YouTube. That sounds like a YouTube channel. I wonder if this has subscribers. Let me see what happens when I click. Oh yeah, the Noble Nitpicker. So it's what? Is it a lady? Also, what is this? A month ago, the Noble Nitpicker did an episode here. What's happening in South Africa? And Russia turns against South Africa. Oh yeah. That video that was done by Byron Shepherd, where he says, I didn't watch the video, though there were just so many. So I'm glad to see that you picked that video up. Was he factual? Was he telling lies? Where's the official statement about this turning against? We'll see. And times have gone since then. The US and Israel are arming and bombing, are arming against and currently bombing Israel. And so we've heard that China is condemning this. What other European country has also come in with condemnation? And what have the Russians said? Are the Russians standing with the United States on this one? Because Byron Shepherd and the right-wing Amerikaners and Trumpists, South African Trumpists, have really had big members. You know, they got like a penis extension when Trump came in. And it seemed like the glory days are just coming, bro. Trump, we're going to make so much money. We're bringing back riches to America and ending wars. And now he's gone into a war. So, Byron Shepherd, tell me that you are a hardcore zealot of Donald Trump and you know no limits. And you're so glad to see South Africa lose its support if they had actually lost that support. You're so happy to see South Africa lose this support, hoping that South Africans will side with the United States like you. And now that the United States is involved in what it's involved in, and even MAGA, Trump's hardcore base, is turning on him and questioning why he's going into a war, I wonder, are you more American than Americans? Are you still with your snot-nosed attitude at South Africa, Ramaphosa, and black people celebrating your white little victory? Are you still on your victory lap? I wonder. So shout out to you, Noble Nitpicker, for picking that video. I hope you may get the views you need, hey? Stick to it. Let's see you for just a little bit. Let's not just leave you.
The big one has to be Russia to Ramaphosa. It's not us, it's you. And just when you thought the BRICS crew had your back, Russia's foreign minister, yes, Sergei Lavrov, Putin's right-hand guy, decides to throw shade at South Africa. He accused our government of mistreating minorities, especially the Boer. Imagine that. The country famous for poisoning journalists and annexing neighbors is now worried about white South Africans.
Hey, he sounds like Sama Sambit. Let's listen a bit more. What's going on?
That's like Oscar Pistorius giving relationship advice, but it gets even more awkward.
Oh yeah, man. That's like Oscar Pistorius giving... Man. Yeah, he's got that Sama Sambit thing. Have they, created a GPT that writes kind of the same script? Did he, share prompt to say, yo, there's this prompt that I've got. I just feed it current events and it spits out an opposing, satirical, belittling script. And so write me a script on this issue. And then GPT spits that out. Did they share prompts? Or are they in a WhatsApp group together with somebody sending them? But hey, I don't know yet if this is Sambit or what. If this is a good dude or is this the enemy? Is this the sellout? Let's listen.
These were the same Russians we called brothers in the struggle. Now, they're quietly backing away like, we didn't sign up for this reality show, comrade.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with another video, and this time we're going to take a look at 10 Minutes with Kuhle. And we are going to dismantle a seemingly popular lie among the pro-West crowd. What the lie seems to want to achieve is to demoralize those of you who viewed Russia and China as good allies that we can run to whenever we find ourselves in trouble with the West. And the pro-West crowd.
Oh, he's now sounding like he's cool. Is he the same guy? Is there another guy? Is he... I can't wait to find out. This is intriguing. We're off to a good start. Let me maximize the screen for y'all.
Seems to want to dissuade you from thinking in that manner by portraying these.
Let's back up a little bit. It was speeding so I can hear if he's a nonsense spitter. But that for a moment they sounded like he's about to dissect something. So let's backtrack a bit and hear what's up.
Among the pro-West crowd, what meant
for this reality show, comrade.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with another video, and this time we're going to take a look at 10 Minutes with Kuhle. And we are going to dismantle a seemingly popular lie among the pro-West crowd. What the lie seems to want to achieve is to demoralize those of you who viewed Russia and China as good allies that we can run to whenever we find ourselves in trouble with the West. And the pro-West crowd seems to want to dissuade you from thinking in that manner by portraying these trade partners as not good and not fair, etc., etc. Okay, now the title of the video mentions Putin, but in the video he speaks of the foreign minister of Russia, Minister Lavrov, Sergei Lavrov. Now, Kuhle claims that Minister Lavrov made certain comments about South Africa concerning the Afrikaners. Okay, now, Kuhle is not the first one to make this assertion. Okay, I'm going to play you another video from the guy from Morning Shot. I forget his name, but he made a similar
Byron Shepherd. Okay, so seems like the dude is fetching the facts.
Quite some time back. So let me play you this video and then we'll get into what Minister Lavrov, not Putin, actually said.
Is about us. And everybody's like, don't worry, we'll trade with China and Russia, even though the trade deficits of those countries I've highlighted in numerous videos don't go that way. But it's almost impossible to argue with the 30%. It's just impossible. But what you can't argue with is the people that...
Hey, yo, Byron Shepherd, how many videos of him have I done? Maybe one or two only. It's like the algorithm has not recommended him so much. When I was doing the videos, I just allowed the algorithm to bring the content. And of course, I also gravitated towards certain people. Katlego, Ronaldo Hose. I should have been speaking about Thomas Mabaso as well for some time. And this guy, Byron Shepherd. Who else is out there who is cooning and needs to be attended to? Just to be brought into this whole circle so that we can all see each other. So I see that you fetched him. I see, as I asked the question earlier, whether he was being factual in that video. Because I didn't see any other statement coming from Russia saying that we are in some kind of way distancing ourselves from South Africa. I never saw that. But I just saw the title of the video. So it seems like there the brother is unpacking that this guy lied. And so thank you for doing the legwork, bro. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let me subscribe, dog. Let me subscribe. 100% subscribe. Yeah, I hope to keep listening to more of you, but I can see your intention there. You are a lie debunker, and that's a good thing because we seek truth in this world. Truth about facts, about events, about people's actions, about their intentions, and the truth spiritually about who is the maker of this earth. The truth is very important in all regards. So your comment, finally we get to it. You say, isn't it funny that people like Chris White make claims without supplying their own source material? It is, really is. It is. And another one, you say, by the way, at 35 minutes could also work for Orania. Have you noticed how many people are interested in Orania lately? 35 minutes. Oh, 35 minutes regarding Orania. I mean, bringing attention to the Amerikaners and trying to recruit the local Afrikaners into loving Israel. And yeah, just trying to exchange saliva, man, between the United States white people and those of Orania, of the kind of the same identity of whiteness and conservatism, so that whites can be a homogenous group across the earth aligned with Israel and the United States. Maybe that's what you mean. And next, again, I've always said Chris White is a propagandist. He does look so. He really does. I mean, bro, we are taken to be such dumb people who can see nothing. I mean, give us acknowledgement when we are seeing propaganda with our own eyes. I mean, deny it and deflect and debate, but in your heart, Colonel Chris, when you set out in your plans to achieve what you and your people are intending to achieve, you did not know what the future holds. No one does. There's something called the law of unintended consequences. Quick one. In France, some time back during the monarchies, apparently France was so poor and so crowded and there was so much filth and there were so many rats. There was an explosion of rats, of course. It seemed like the government or a local municipality or a king or a ward said that in order to address this, let's just put it in the hands of the people to clean, to exterminate the rats. So bring us a rat tail and we'll give you like a really small subsidy, if I can call it that. Stipend, whatever, a small payment, put it like that. It's a transaction. As evidence that you've killed a rat out on the street. You don't have to bring the whole thing. We just want to see that you're doing your civic duty. And that, what it would end up in was more rats. Because you know what happened? People figured out that I don't have to kill any rat. I just have to harvest some rats actually and cut their tails. And so now people had factories where they were breeding rats without any tails, and those rats were giving birth to kids, and those tails were being cut off to be sold to the Department of Sanitation there. And so rats would explode because people decided to monetize and exploit the system. So you never know what is going to happen. What's that effect where they say when you try to hide something, it becomes more visible? Streisand effect? I don't know. Let's see that. The Streisand effect is the phenomenon where attempts to hide, remove, or censor information inadvertently lead to increased public awareness and dissemination of that very information. It essentially means that trying to suppress something online can have the opposite effect, making it more visible and widely known. The term originates from a 2003 incident where Barbra Streisand sued to remove aerial photographs of her Malibu residence from a website documenting coastal erosion. The lawsuit, which was ultimately unsuccessful, drew significant media attention to the very photographs she was trying to suppress, resulting in a massive increase in online views. So, Let's just finish it. Here's a breakdown of key aspects. Censorship backfires. The core of the Streisand effect is that attempts to control information often fail and, in some cases, amplify the information's reach. So, increased visibility. Instead of disappearing, the information becomes more widely known and discussed, often going viral. Unintended consequences, the red tails. The effect highlights the often unpredictable nature of online communications and the difficulty of controlling the spread of information once it's online. Okay, so we get it. You understand? So, unintended consequences such as Colonel Chris White tries to educate an American audience and charge them up, to have them feel like, there's a land over there that oppresses white people like you here in America. The freedoms that you are enjoying, somebody is under threat who looks like you out there. And so we need to band together if we were being divided as white men and women, and stand with those there who are being oppressed so that this world does not even conceive of a black person oppressing a white one. You see? And so, as he tries to do that, he felt that the best way to do it would be via YouTube. And so, unfortunately, unlike how he probably worked and operated while he was serving as a decorated man with his position as a colonel, there's a high demand for secrecy and for operations to run under the surface with no one knowing. But such operations in this time and place may be getting rethought. Those who are in espionage and psyoping and campaigning people's minds must have realized that I think it's best to just come out in the open with it, hope that those who gravitate to our message will find us. The algorithm will bring us the white people, and the black people, hopefully they are drinking Castle Lager out in the streets dancing, and they are watching Moja Love or something, or on TikTok or Siyobonani Mathuneni, and they've got no reason to arrive at this. And so we will build a community, build underneath. And all of this building will stay off the mainstream radar. The mainstream media will never pick us up. The government of South Africa cannot even report on the fact that there's a YouTube channel. They don't want to act concerned about that. So we will work up South Africans, tell them that they have a friend in Trump, that this is their time, that they've been getting oppressed, that their cries have been heard. We will have them mobilize in the streets and make South Africa great again, banners and posters, and that'll be step one of the plan. And then Trump will respond, oh yeah, wait, which came first? Was it Trump coming off the plane saying that there's horrible things in South Africa, followed by the Afrikaners and the Willem Petzers? Which one came first? And so yes, those things are related, either one coming before the other. And then step one, step two, and now Trump is putting out a refugee program. And where does information of that refugee program drop first? Are there official communication channels out there that are speaking to South Africa about what is happening? No, that official, one and only channel is an actual man, an American man, decorated, who's been in wars, fought wars, seen men croak, doesn't give a damn no more. And he is the one leading this. And so it looks like an abuse of process, it looks like trespass. What is he doing? Shouldn't he be talking to Ronald Lamola or something like that? Why is he doing this on YouTube? So all of this, we who are on YouTube, we start to pick it up and we see it. Hey, yo, wait, there's a man here who's pushing something real serious. The mainstream is not really seeing it, and it's coinciding with what Trump is saying as he comes out of a plane. It's coinciding with this refugee program that he's tweeting about on Truth Social. This man seems to be extremely close with Trump in some kind of way. And of course, you wouldn't just be an nobody from nowhere. You'd have to be somebody from the military, from the army, whatever he calls it, with decorations and respect. Somebody that Afrikaners can, proselytize and sit down under, like a cult leader, somebody with cult powers, somebody who will work them up like a pastor. Yeah! So you understand? So Colonel Chris Wyatt, a man with an American accent, a man of age, with a white beard, with a background. He's now speaking directly to the Afrikaners, and the hope is that the mainstream media will just wake up late when the refugee program is put here on the table. But what they won't report on is the continued build-up, the continued effort and plan, that was put forth right before us. But we would pick it up as it was climbing from Trump becoming president. I would pick him up and say, yo, here's Trump. Let's follow him. And then quickly I would come across Colonel Chris Wyatt. And I'll start doing videos asking who he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, let's see. Right quick. Let's see right quick. There was... Okay, let me quickly jump into my channel and search from within there. Let's see. Yo, I've done a lot, bro. But there's more missing, man. There was one right at the beginning where I said, who is this American guy? I just wanted to give myself props for doing that video like that as I was starting to notice him and ask myself who he is. And wondering who he is, I would now steadily have it revealed before me. My curiosity, I would see, had led me to him and the agenda that would unfold, the agenda of white victimhood, and we would see how it gets done. Because, I mean, if you're not somebody who's conscious and paying attention to the world and paying attention to these things, bruh, you just see these things appearing as, headlines in the newspaper. The world is going on. You've got a lot of problems. You want a promotion, your rent is late, your car's not paid, etc., etc., etc. And you're not really seeing that, hey, wait, there are people who are working spells. There are people who are casting influences. There are people who are preaching. They're evangelizing something, and it starts to take effect. So there was evangelism of a white genocide, and people said, oh, yes, in numbers, until it reached the ears of Trump, who knew that, of course, this is rubbish, but he saw the attempt made. He saw the carpet laid before him. He had now videos from Kali Kriel and Ernst Roets all over the internet, and he had Colonel Chris Wyatt, who's been working up the Afrikaners locally, till the point where when the Amerikaners were leaving, the 49ers, said now to be the 59ers, when they were leaving, it was him here at the airport collecting them and putting them in a chartered flight to leave. Like a dope extraction, like how you see it in the movies, bro. Like how spies just walk into countries, they just slide their American passport over there, and the dumb native over there just looks at Mulungu there, and then he stamps. He doesn't know that this here is a war criminal, and now the spy is walking in there. He does his thing, he does, and then he gets out. Cut now back to the United States. He's in Langley. Operation is done. Them Africans have been ripped apart by a machine gun, those who tried to intercept. It should have been a quiet mission, but some black bodies had to fall. Screw it. So, I've always said Chris White is a propagandist. Oh yes, man. Oh yes. Colonel Chris, please give us some credit. We are black and smart. Come on. We are able to see this. What do you have to say? I'm sure you are expecting some docile natives, bruh. But I'm sure you know the Negro in the United States there. Alright, that one is liberated and they can talk and they can stand up to Karenness, whiteness, KKK-ness, all of that white ethno-supremacy rubbish when it rises. So look at this, man. Look at us here, man. We know this thing. So Lungamasugu 6872 said, where were you, bro? We've been waiting for your comments. Bro. I had to do admin. You see Gadget Plug? You see that Gadget Plug I was busy hollering on the side? Yo, bruh, like the intensity that I was in when I was busy doing YouTube, editing videos, dropping them, and then getting off to work on my website, like, bruh, like, I piloted Gadget Plug. If you look on my TikTok, you'll see that I got videos of Gadget Plug, hollering phones, making a delivery. It was a staged video, whatnot. All the way like 2 years ago, right? But there was no Gadget Plug logo. And so I wanted that name, but the domain was bought. Somebody owned Gadget Plug. So that's why I started launching phones at first on I Am Neo, which was a website that I had ready that was meant to be my personal brand, but with an ability to also sell on it. But I realized that no, man, that's kind of whack. I have to have something that is strictly dedicated and informative to the customer of what they are buying, not me. I have to remove myself from there. So as I was starting to have issues with I Am Neo being the website where people buy goods from me, I would find Gadget Plug available and I would quickly buy it. And when I bought it, that now set me in motion to say, yo, bruh, this is the time. 2 years ago, you wanted this name to start this brand. It's something that you really felt and loved and wanted, but you just didn't have the name now. So for 2 years, I've been waiting with an idea, with the right name not coming to mind. To launch the business and have that as an income. And at the same time, I'm lacking traffic and an audience. I'm lacking movement in my life. I'm a quiet guy all alone, starting things in the bedroom, which has been made into an office over here where I work from. Bruh, like I had the talents, the know-how. I had ran the business prior. But for me to now bring it online and bring it out some 2 years ago, there was just so many things not connecting. But then getting on YouTube, meeting y'all and seeing y'all watch the content, I started thinking, yo, bruh, I really have to put some products in front of these people, but okay, I Am Neo, the website is ready, put it out. And I was like, yo, no, man, the brand is not nice. Let me find Gadget Plug if it's available anywhere. Maybe try to buy it from somebody who owns it. And then I would find it available, then buy it. Then when I bought it, I was like, yo, bro, I have to now come out, Gadget Plug, proper, shirt going, the business has been, marinating, incubating in my mind for a long time. It's really looking like a startup package that is ready to be funded ASAP. And trust me, I know. I've applied for government funding. Like last year, like I had my hopes up seriously high for a different business in the filming industry. You see, I got a production company. So I failed to get some financing, but I got some feedback that let me know that, yo, bro, if you can bring something packaged like this, something that is not fresh, brand new, gung-ho, brand new risk. If you can bring something that you've tried before, succeeded with, you can show some sales from previous, and as you say, now you're returning to it, and it's a lucrative thing. You know this for a fact. It's not an attempt, right? It says if you can bring something like that, and your startup amount is significantly lower than what you're asking for now, we'll give it to you. So I was like, ooh, man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. What am I going to do? Is it going to be YouTube? Am I going to stick this out and watch the whole Trump situation rise all the way to wherever it goes? Ride the wave, monetize and just do YouTube constantly? But I was like, whoa, bruh, come on, man. I was knocking on funding doors last year, bruh. Writing business plans, getting to understand financials, etc. All of these things, bro. So I'm fresh and hot with experience and fire and capacity to start interacting with, direct funding institutions, to get funding for myself, and also to lend these skills to those who are capable, powerful, and worthy. You understand? Those who've got something eshisayo, but they lack, that last bit, that last connection. I see myself being a bridge to other entrepreneurs once I should secure the funding. So it was my intention to hit hard, get the financing, get Gadget Plug properly launched with money and a salary for me, so that I don't have to sit here anymore, making plans, feeling anxious while I'm doing these videos. So I was like, yo, bruh, YouTube might take me some time. Maybe as the Trump situation climaxes, I may get some viewership growth and suddenly have my views on my videos jump up a step, so that the monetization can really be worth it. Because at the current rate, it's doing absolutely nothing. I need to, if I can be getting 20K views per video, minimum, ne? And doing 2 or 3 videos per day, as I do, then I think at that level, you start being able to earn about 15 to 20,000. You tell me if I'm wrong. If you got 60,000 views every day, one video, 60,000, wouldn't that get you a basic person's working wage of 16,000 rand? And I know that's not a basic working wage, but that's where I need to get to. So I had to understand that, I'm going to probably need another income quickly, because that one is not just an income. That is riches. That's a business that nearly made me rich at some point. And I was getting quite rich. Where's the evidence? Where's the receipt? I came across my FNB Private Wealth card from a few years ago, back when I was really grinding. Yeah. Here's some receipts. So, you understand what I'm saying? I know you didn't ask this question, bro, but we're here to answer questions. Nah? So, if you can... Oh, come on. Man, what did I do? This is not going to work. Let's try this. Yeah. Okay. Now, you might be able to see that. Make that out over there. That's an old card. I hope that's not a security risk of any kind whatsoever. But there was a time, bro, where I had... Well, there were 2 of these cards. This is the credit card. There was the debit card as well. FNB Private Wealth, like this. And then this was Absa. This was an Absa private clients. What does that say there? If you can read it. It says private clients somewhere there. Let's see. Yeah, maybe now you can make it out. So you see, bro, I was moving and making a very decent, extremely decent amount of money before I invested in the media. And so I decided to leave that business. I was too young and things were happening too quick. And I needed to park it a little bit, go figure out my life, figure out a marriage, and then just step into my destiny. So I buried my treasure and decided that I'll come and check it out once I'm ready. So I think now is the time to go back. I couldn't get the brand. I didn't have the traffic. I was too young at some point. The business was working out, but times were changing. Levels needed to be stepped up. Trust me, I've seen a business landscape change You understand? And a business that was once lucrative. A business operated by Indians, by white people, ne? By Greeks and Indians in South Africa. Now see them leave over time and now switch to buying and selling cars. So I saw things extremely easy and I saw them start to get hard, and we needed to change things up and become digital people who are able to create funnels and funnel traffic and use media first marketing approaches. And so I had to go learn media for all of these things. So I've been on a skill and tools picking up mission to get to where I am. So bro, at the time when now the Afrikaner news were peaking, I had to now decide, yo bro, I really need to put Gadget Plug together. I've launched and put the website in front of people, but it's not properly put together. It doesn't even have a checkout, so people can't pay on the website. I need to go link it with a payment provider, etc. So stepping off to go do those things, I knew that I'm going to fight with a payment provider that I wanted and preferred there. In fact, as soon as I started, they started giving me problems and I knew, this is going to be a fight. You see, when you're coming with businesses like these, bro, and you are trying to connect your business to the banking system, you're going to come across some opposition. You understand? And so I would see them start to oppose, and I was like, I need to get off YouTube to fight this because I'm going to be on YouTube angry, you see, extremely aggravated by what is happening. So let me get off, fight this, and once I've fought it and I've won, I will come back again. So bro, I went to war and I just came back. What do you mean? Where have I been? Bro, I've been in a constant fight. You see, several fights, writing proposals. Some you're fighting intellectual. You're actually putting your best forward now. They're not cock blocking you, but they want high standards. And so there are some other channels where I needed to put on my best head, write the best proposal, etc., etc. So there was a lot to do. There was a lot. I'm happy that I left that climax, that orgasm. I pulled out before the high numbers and the high attention hit South Africa. And now the wave has passed and I'm back. I've gotten something done. Are you aware that Madala Christmas said in those 49 refugees, there was also a colored couple? You should check that out. I'm surprised he didn't use that argument on this video. I mean, Madala throws some things around, man. Father Christmas there says a lot of odd things. Did we not see the people in a hangar? All of them, the camera panning across them, pictures from several angles, and we were able to see the people right there. I think the colored and Indian people being invited into this and their name being dropped, it's just name dropping. It's diversion tactics. Have you ever seen aircrafts, helicopters, and fighter jets, bombers that can use flares, spit out flares? So when there's an incoming missile and this one is going to land, it's going to make contact. This one is a fact. There's a last ditch attempt. Press one button, young tall. The aircraft now spits out these, burning flares. And those flares are supposed to be a distraction and save you at the last moment of impact. So I think Colonel Chris Wyatt throws flares sometimes. He throws flares and maybe he forgets the things that he has said to us. And there's a high possibility that you can be forgetful. The amount of data and stuff that you say on YouTube. But he's a pretty thorough propagandist. I think he's just being deliberate. Yeah, Uselu Colonel Chris. He wants a challenging mind to understand him. He makes it difficult for a dumb mind to figure him out. So he does this. You know those guys on the street who play with the cup. You have to be discerning. Don't follow your eyes directly where they go. No, don't follow your eyes directly where they go. And even if you do follow to the right cup where the thing is underneath, the man doing the shuffling has a finger that is not a real finger. It has a magnet inside, and he's able to pick up the cup in such a way that the magnet attracts the foil underneath there. And so that's his hustle. His one fake finger that has a magnet inside it is his livelihood. It takes his kids to school. That's the hustle. So you need a special angle to be able to hustle. So Colonel Chris White has a special shuffle nyane longo rantwan. He'll sidestep and step over you, dribble you, and you'll go crazy. You back now? Of course I'm back, man. That's Traders Edge YT. And the one that came before that is, sorry I missed that. The boss is back. Been waiting for your input, vele. Azikale. That's Tato Kehle. Yo, shout out to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Like. And then, Sibongiseni Kumalo, 8198, again, says, I didn't finish that episode. Couldn't stomach the pretense. And that's that video, yeah. Ronaldo Host finally visits DJ Sbu and Nota, right? Right? Yeah, I think that's what's up. Yo, let me tell you something. Ne? Ronaldo was hella timid to go onto there. And I think DJ Sbu had to, caress and finesse him and massage him into a mood to be able to do this. Ronaldo knows that this is a new time. He knows the attention that he has on Twitter. He knows his notoriety over there. But on YouTube, he's been able to, fly, 10,000 feet above the noise and be able to just use his white people there and tap into them over there, you see. Plus, if you think about it from an affording and data accessibility point of view, YouTube, if YouTube was to trickle down and hit the people first, it would hit the white people first, who would be the top of the head, and then perhaps trickle down to the beard, which is the Indians there, and then drip down the legs, that would be the coloreds, and then reach the black people at the bottom. You understand? Reach them last. So Ronaldo's story on DJ Sbu there is that he was on YouTube 15 years ago. Did he say it was in 2008? If I'm wrong about the 15, he did say 2008 or something. So think about it. He had internet access to be able to upload files. He had insight all the way back then. And you can see YouTube booming since COVID-19, where people were kind of forced to be in the house, and adoption of, watching content and streaming it and buying airtime to be entertained in your phone really became a thing round about COVID-19. Before that, people were still just switching on their data and switching it back on so they can be connected to WhatsApp, still connecting to the internet like it's SMS. You see, to message and to communicate. But to have fun. But Ronaldo have been rocking out here for a very long time. But you can see the black people are only just starting to enter the room. So what am I saying about all of this? Ronaldo realizes that now eyes are on him. The audience has arrived on YouTube and we can see him. And he's talking and we're listening. You see, we're right here. We're skin to skin with him. We ain't going nowhere. And he needs to embrace, this change. He can't continue to enjoy flying at 10,000 feet above other people. We're here with him now and he needs to pay attention. So the first encounter on DJ Sbu's platform there, of course, needed to be one where he's bringing himself to answer some questions. He lives far away. It's PE. And it's by invitation of DJ Sbu. He's not compelled. It's not parliament. So there's a mutual understanding and an agreement there. There's a communication prior that is happening. You see, there's invitation. DJ Sbu has had to petition with Nota to say, yo, man, do this. You're not going to get ambushed. We're not going to kidnap you. We're not going to chop you up and feed you to pigs or anything like that. That's not our style. We know people whose style that is. And so come to the platform and everything will be okay. So Rob Hersov had been there before. And so Rob Hersov being the owner, the umbrella of Ronaldo House. Ronaldo House being a wholly owned subsidiary there of Rob Hersov. Rob Hersov pretty much opened the doors and he says, yo, Sbu, you see, I am the chief of white people. I've taken that upon myself, given that the oligarchy is starting to flex its muscles. Elon Musk is in power. If people were somehow against plutocracy, well, it's certainly here, Heil. You understand? And so he said, I am the king now here. You see, I am the first to the chair. And so if you want access to if you want access to my white media and my black puppets, you will have to play nicety with me. Firstly, let me come there and demonstrate to them that all is well, all is safe. Plus, I mean, I'm leaving to the United States to go and have a sit down with Dave Rubin and Dave Shapiro and other right-wingers over there. So you might get to know me and have a friendly relationship with me if they didn't have a friendship already. And so I'll open the doors, and anyone else who comes, you keep this level of decency. This shall not be Piers Morgan. You shall not challenge white people and bring them to rigorous discussions here where they take serious account, you see, and you shall invite them and be pleasant and easy so that we at least seem to be cohesive. Otherwise, we'll stand in our white camps over there and you'll stick to your black camps over there. But let's just demonstrate this coming together thing, and you be the point where we join one another. But you need to hold strong, because if it snaps right here with you. So DJ Sbu had to be nice to Ronaldo there. These guys are celebs, yo. Celebs know each other. They are friends with each other. Celebs sleep with each other. And Apiwe Mabandla, the daughter will be speaking about these days, laughing emojis, when her dad would be in the room recording with a microphone. Yeah, like I take the opportunities when they just disobey. I strictly try to keep them from coming in, but when they do come in and it's undeniable and I've been recording for a long time, I allow it, and then it becomes really, really, really nice. So I'm glad to capture it, because I plan for the videos to stay online forever, and if I should perish before my time, my daughter will be able to come across herself as a little baby with her dad who recorded her. And I do record footage. You know, I got dope cameras, so I record my kids. From time to time, I take the camera off the tripod, go around in the house, and just take, clips of who they are at their age at the current time. They're growing very quickly, so 6 months ago when I look at the footage, they look different, but I look the same because I'm grown. So this stage where they're growing, I'm trying not to miss it, but it's been a while since I shot them, ever since I got on YouTube, etc. Welcome back, brother. I missed your perspective and sense of humor. So that's Sisu Diamant. Thank you. We're back here, man. We're back. And then Sebastian Hiller 85. What happened to your website, bro? Respond with the link so we can support. Oh, yeah, man. I just explained earlier, man. The website is being worked on. There's applications for finance to launch the idea. I've been promoting the idea. It's very important for me to speak about the idea without any fear. So let me just say something to you here, bro. You're asking a question about the website, and you see, you have a legit right to ask. You are my audience, and it seems like you know me, and I have to be accountable. That's how I raise my standards. I mean, I'm not controlled by anyone, but I like this. It shows that I'm alive with people who are living. And so, general advice, growing up as a black kid is, don't tell people about your plans. Don't talk about it. You're going to jinx your stuff. But I'm not superstitious. I believe that, yes, people can oppose you or copy you if your business is very, very easy. If you're going to be selling magwenya and as a special corner where there's traffic, foot traffic, people walking by and nobody has seen it, and you're going to open at that spot, you can tell your sister who knows the guenya that you cook in the house and she knows your recipe, and she may beat you to it. Or you can tell your cousin and they can run and set up camp and start making money before you do. You understand? Or they can try to dissuade you, speak against you, because they can see your vision. It looks clear. The corner that you described, they can see it as well. And so they may try to speak against you, but now that depends on your strength of character and strength of mind, your commitment, your will. There are people with a will that can't be broken. They can't be opposed. They are stoics. Even if they get hit, they stand up again. So I am doing big things that no one can just simply copy. And I have been for a long time praying and waiting for an ability to sell to a group, a crowd of people. And now that I have it, I've got support, I've got upliftment, I've got people who enjoy my content and like you, they want to support. I have to promote and not be shy about it. And so this is a promotion. Although the website is down currently and there's plans in the works, just know what it is. It's that same business. It's to properly launch it as you see it as it is. It'll be now properly working and people being employed, all documentation properly put together, all permissions from the brand that I'm selling. So Apple, Samsung, LG, Nvidia, Huawei, all of those. I have to now have seller agreements to be able to buy directly from them and resell like a proper shop, like a Dion. Do Dion still exist? Like a Voda shop, like an Apple shop itself, you see, where I can go into a mall and apply and say, yo, I have this particular company with all relevant documentations to participate in this particular business. I see a space there that you have. May I occupy? Here's my brand. It's quite beautiful. Look at the name. Here are some mock-ups of what the store would look like. So I'm at that level, so I'm easy to disclose. That's where I've been, bro. I'm setting things up to be at that level. That's where I've been. So the website will be back up. Don't forget, man, Sebastian, be healer. Do not forget to bring that support. Or yo, tell me, if you come across this comment, should I open up the memberships so that I can get some dollars from y'all? Like get a 50 to go get a shirt or something like that? Man, I've been grinding and reinvesting my money so much that I'm caught in a loop where I can't even spend on myself because so many other things are important and those things advance life so much. Like delayed gratification has become such a lifestyle now. I should look better, but I prefer for the things not seen, my mind, my plans, my objectives to be well oiled and well lubricated to move. While on the outside, I look like I'm stuck in time. So maybe 50 randinyana, 100 randinyana to buy some shirts. Maybe that can be some support. We'll talk about it. You let me know. Hope you watch this. I'm glad you are back. So that's from African Scholar Connor 6072. Yo, thank you. And the next one says, there's no such thing called Judeo-Christian values. It's oxymoronic. So that's Ngwako Meidihale. That sounds like a Tswana, Pedi, Soto mixture there. Tswana, very close to Tswana. Ngwako Sepedi, Dihale. That's Tswana Sesotho as well. So, yo, that's regarding. Oh, so you watched the full like episode. You're commenting on that. Glad to see that you watched that to the point where you got to see that portion. I get your comment. I dig it so powerfully. Although I don't have much to say in response to that. I see the time going. I see I spent a long time on some comments. I'm just gonna have to get used to a better rhythm. Or maybe check this out. These can be longer and worth it, and I can delve into each and every question and give myself the time. As long as you're promised to watch this stuff, and as long as I don't have to edit these parts. You understand what I'm saying? So this, I just drop it as it is. Just save that 1 hour of output, re-uploading, touch-upping. I just throw it straight from here out. So these will be as raw as possible, unedited. But I think my content is able to have such quality when it's edited and the silences are removed in between, because it means that I can now densely pack, like when you're packing a suitcase, when you remove the silences, it means that there's a lot more to listen to, and there aren't all of these silences that actually take up some time. And so you are getting to more of my points much faster. And so this is more palatable. So I don't know. I'll see. There's no such thing called Judeo-Christian values. It's oxymoronic. Retlabu. Thanks for sharing such. This is Gerberg. Geberg, Y3U. And it says, thanks for sharing such valuable information. I have a quick question. I have a SafePal wallet with USD Tron, and I have the seed phrase, air carpet target dish off jeans toilet sweet piano spoil fruits essay. What's the best way to send them to Binance? Dog. I don't know what you mean, man. I don't know what you mean. What does this question mean, man? Should I give it some attention? Let me ask GPT what the heck this means. And my GPT subscription is ended, bro. Oh no, it hasn't. No, yeah. Oh yes, it has ended. It was showing plus there, and then now it says get plus. So my subscription has ended. I know the dates when my subscriptions should be renewed. So one of the reasons my videos are coming out without those professional titles, if you've ever wondered where my professional titles come from, that's like a very hectic workflow where I've got a GPT, much more than a GPT, man. It's a Python script that listens to my videos and writes the titles before I get to post the videos. So I'm not writing all of those things. So it needs my GPT subscription to be on, or for me to buy API credits in the background. So I can do this manually here, or somebody does it and they post it for me. That used to be the employee. Or there's that automated workflow in the background. So I bought API credits. I bought my Plus subscription. So it's limiting the transcript where it gets to understand my context. And so I'm not able to really transcribe my videos and have it understand them well enough to write titles. So they're coming out kind of raw. Luena, maybe you can see that there's a drop in quality there. So maybe throw me some dollars, join the membership. Let's get this channel to do nicer things, man. I need to bring back the employee and pay them so that things can move. But let me quickly ask GPT what the hell's going on. There's a free package here that can still answer my question. And by the way, I can type very quickly, so don't be surprised when you're seeing fast typing over there. That's one of my serious skills. So somebody asked me this question, but I don't know what it means. What does it mean? And how should I respond? Great question. This person is asking about how to transfer the USD Tether, which is a type of cryptocurrency from their SafePal wallet to their Binance account. Let me break this down for you. What does this message mean? SafePal wallet, a type of crypto wallet where people store digital currencies like USDT. Seed phrase, a 12-word recovery phrase that gives full access to a wallet. This is sensitive and should never be shared publicly. It's like a master password. Oh wow. So is this like a trap? Is this a scammer trying to lure me? What is the honey pot? You want me to put my hand in there? USD Tether, a stable coin cryptocurrency that is pegged to the US dollar. A popular cryptocurrency exchange platform where people can trade, buy, or sell crypto. Red flags. They shared their seed phrase. This is very serious. No one should ever share their seed phrase, even when asking for help. It gives full access to their wallet and funds. If someone gets that phrase, they can steal everything. How to respond? Just a heads up. Never share your seed phrase with anyone, even for help. It's like giving away your bank PIN. Since you already have access to your SafePal wallet, you don't need to use the seed phrase to transfer. Then it gives a number of steps. So let's just do this. Stay safe out there with a bid farewell. So let's just respond to the dude, man. I said, I'm here to do this. So responded, and you can go to my channel. You can go to this Casper video where we spoke about the stream and check. Maybe you can also help out the person, give them some answers about what they are inquiring. So there's my response to you. I hope you like it. Let me send you some likes and some shares as well, and some hearts. I want to be part of the mod squad. Yo, I done responded you. Apiwe Mabandla, we will be together. We will be together in the mod squad. Tell me what you do though. Tell me what you are doing with life for you to be able to sit and mod. Let me ask you this question right now. What do you do for a living to be able to do moderation on a Twitch channel? Aren't you busy much? And I reply, so I responded you again. So let's go. This is another top commenter. And you can see them by this like. I've been wondering what receives one of the highest number of hearts from you. Oh, yes. So yeah. I like. Bro took time off to grow his hair. Welcome back to the front line. Oh, yeah. What's your name? Is the... You? Thelreal man? 15? Man, you've been out here, man. Thank you for the support. You always out here. Twice. The comment came twice. With you, man. Thank you. And Strange Force SA. That's a music YouTube channel. Let's see. Yeah, it was 64 subscribers, 11 videos. It's got music. Doesn't look like there's a person there. So, Bro, where you at? A lot been going on. Yeah, I gave you the response here, man. Yeah, been preparing road for my company Gadget Plug. I need a channel and a business running together. You see, those are my reasons there. Thank you for hitting me up. And the next one is Kosinati Brilliant 726. Hey, Ndot, ngilokhu ngikuqhalaza lapha. Angisakuboni. Sengikhathazekile. Sebeyiqhibile. Madoda, le ndoda. Ishonephi? Cha, siyajabula usubuyile. Awuqhubeke umsebenzi omuhle. Hola. Yo, Nkosinathi Brilliant. Shout out, man. Shout out to you. And yes, Bongiseni Khumalo. Umabizwa asabele. You are back like Momkokotlo. Missed you, man. Thank you, Bongiseni. Hola. Shout out to you, man. You've been commenting quite a lot. I've seen you. And it seemed like you caught up with a video from old. You watched a new one and you watched an old one from Katlego there on those buildings where they claim buildings are hijacked and it's because of the NC. That whole conspiracy. They say it's the government. So you went and watched that video and, hey, yo, Nell, your voice is needed with these current events happening. I want to pick your brain. That's what you said. Said, I'm back, man. And then he said, I just saw your video right now. I'm currently watching it. Love the new format and setup. And your daughter bossing you for a phone. Yo, you know that daughters do that? I haven't seen your response. Let me respond to you. Glad you saw that moment. Glad we could share our family moment with you. I'm proud to have a daughter. You got kids? Hey, man, these kids, something went wrong. What? And it's like, yo. It's refusing to respond. I don't know. But at least y'all are seeing some of the errors that I encounter when I try to speak, right? When I try to respond to you. So this one is checking citizen concern from all the way back then. Yeah, hey, thick, long comment. Let's read here. Maximize the screen. Oh, yeah. And we had some more real estate to but then the chin of this space up here is still so big, bruh. Okay, so right this way. So Lindsay 49420 said, I have listened to 3 minutes and 14 seconds and already I have a problem with your defense mechanism. I just came across one of Katleho's videos today and I loved it. I came to YouTube to view more and I came across you first before another one of her videos. Personally, I don't only believe, but I also know that black people are the problem. Yes, us black people, the drunkards sustaining the wild profitability of SAB. My problem with you so far is believing that Katleho. Okay. So you are a black person speaking for black people. I can see where you're going. Before I read your entire comment, just want to show you something that all of you arrive with, which you don't realize that I read a lot of. Every single one of you, somehow, you lovers of Katleho, you come with one particular answer. Read my comments. You'll see that all of you, and especially the bots, this might even be a bot, you see. There's bots that get sent out to comment on my channel. Katleho herself probably has her own bots commenting on her content, making it seem so lovable, so palatable, like you're missing out on something, like there's some brand new value here to be gotten, and so we ought to be awake because all others are realizing this. No, you don't understand. You are being played. You are being played. One person can multiply themselves into 100. You see? And those are the times that we're living in. Oh, I see why it wasn't responding to that comment. My internet connection fell off on the laptop here. So we'll only be able to read for some time. And I guess the likes and the hearts are not going to be arriving. But you know that I came over here. So this person says that I've got a defensive mechanism. So me, and they go on to quote drunkards, for example, who are making SAB rich. I am not one of those people. Should I defend myself if somebody makes a blanket statement about us? I mean, for example, you'll realize that you say us, and then at some point you remove yourself from that us. You don't come here and say that I'm one of those drunkards. I've made a personal self-reflection upon myself. Me and my kids and my husband, we are the drunks. I got drunkardness in my family. You see, it's been running for long. This person and that person and that person has been running away from rehab, or they've gone to rehab several times. And so I agree with Katleho based on a personal lived experience. No, you come to blanket generalize here that I am defensive for something that I should take accountability for, which I don't even now. And I don't see you taking any accountability. So let's listen to you. Personally, I don't only believe, but I know that black people are the problem. Yes, us black people. The drunkards sustaining the wild profitability of SAB. My problem with you, and you know, they'll say SAB and not mention Johan Rupert's business. Spirits and liquors. I think apparently he supplies 80%. He's got a monopoly on spirits. Johan Rupert. Is it 80? I really think so. I watched a video that says that. It was like a proper promo video, not a marketing propaganda. It was like a promo video talking about the businesses that he owns and talk about the liquor, how much he owns there. So, I mean, if the liquor consumers are a problem, the one who deals this drug, do they get to just have no responsibility on what the profiteering of their business has done to the society? Because people don't just drink J&J. Yes, they drink as they associate, but the marketing of the liquor is starting with white people sitting in their offices saying that sales are down, we need them to pick up. They come in and they say, we have a report from the distillery that says the machines are grinding without that much liquor being produced because the demand is not so much. So we are underutilizing and having to switch off machines. So we need to have full utility. Then they'll say, yeah, we are told this by the enterprise resource planning softwares, the ERPs, will tell us that no. If this machine is down, here's the costs or the losses further down the line. You see. here is the cost to maintaining a machine that is not bringing out full output. And so it needs to be turned off. And so the marketing team will respond, hey, we need to put out some more adverts and go hire some influencers or piano artists to make better dope songs about alcohol. Then comes, oh yeke lo chala mabuklu lo shiela maboza beke le beke ukhuzwa mlebe. You understand? So let's keep listening to what you are saying over here. My problem with you so far is believing that Katlego was sent by someone or by white people precisely. I'm not sent by anyone, but I share and believe 100% of where she is coming from. Please, beg people, stop. We need to stop. We need to take responsibility. We need to take charge of our affairs. Look, South Africa is tumbling down like Zimbabwe before it. My Zimbabwe. We have no native technology. We have no internet of our own. We have no data centers. We cannot even produce weapons of war to defend ourselves as a race. And we are not on course to achieve any of these in the foreseeable future. We live at the mercy of white people. If they decide as a race to colonize and completely subjugate us today and shut the internet to us, we have no defense whatsoever. Instead of humbling ourselves and beg to be tortured by them, we lambaste and abuse them daily as a thank you to them producing the very food we eat and the infrastructure we enjoy. Stop. So this is a black person saying what? Instead of humbling ourselves and beg to be tutored. Oh, I thought you were saying we should be tortured by them. So there isn't like online courses on the internet. So like a black person needs to go identify a white person and beg at the robots for tuition. Is that how tuition is gotten? There's no YouTube with free information from people who've worked at high levels. Let me show you this guy from Goldman Sachs. Ah, man. No, it's probably in the history of my other player. So let me see right quick. Working at Goldman Sachs, mergers, acquisitions. So come on, let's see a Asian dude somewhere. Yeah, there he is. The secret behind Goldman Sachs. Everything they teach you at Goldman Sachs in 36 minutes. So if you want to understand mergers and acquisitions and how much companies understand if a business is going to be profitable once they take it, if it's worth it or not, at what price. This is something that you watch. This is someone who went to an Ivy League school. And so we can click and listen to the first 1 minute or 2 minutes so that you, who is a bot, sent by Katlego, of course. This is a prime example of the stupidity that we are trying to be taught as we are being shown Katlego. It's as though they're saying Katlego is this wisdom that you should learn from. And what you should learn from her is to beg. So come and see the light. You're in the darkness. Where is the light? At the end of a white man's dick. Go and put your mouth around that and get some education. Are you serious?
So there are two things you learn at Goldman that get you really far ahead in life. Number one is learning all the different kinds of ways that you can actually make money through different kinds of financial transactions. So things like IPOs and M&A and private equity, and learning what those things are and then how to get involved in businesses doing those things. But number two is actually the thing that I think makes working at a place like Goldman really worth it. And that's that you learn how the world actually works behind the scenes. AKA, how do billion-dollar deals actually get done? Like, when you think about a $50 billion merger, who's actually the one making that decision or being the power player in that? And then when it comes to the negotiations, are they super thoughtful and rational, or does it look more like the boardroom of Succession?
I'm the eldest boy!
And what's cool about working at a place like Goldman is that at just 20 something years old, like I was 20 when I first started working at Goldman, you get to be in the room where it happens. And so for me, having grown up with an immigrant single mom and literally zero connections to Wall Street growing up, it is super important to me to democratize access to these learnings because I really feel like they set me up for success in the rest of my career. So let's get started. So we're gonna learn finance through the lens of an investment banker. And so the first natural question you might have for me is, what the hell does an investment banker even do?
Oh yeah, so let's leave it over there. Yeah? I just wanted to show some of you sheep who've gone astray, who would potentially be influenced by Katlego and her defense squad. Realize the nonsense here. This is the kind of rubbish that we should not be dealing with, that we should look out for. There's a whole lot of this propaganda that is out to really bend the mind of a black person, you know, especially these comments here that come in speaking about the liquor. I want you to notice and note something. The white people are aware of how much the black person is consuming that licorice. They know that there's something abnormal that has taken effect in your life and you may be in denial of it. But they know that liquor has set the preconditions for you to have your mind easily fooled, easily guided. They know that the drugging is not the worst eventuality. There's still a bit more juice to be squeezed out of your ass. So now that you're drunk, we will now direct your mind to suck a dick and tell you that there's education at the end of it. So, if you are somebody who's drinking constantly, yo, bro, just know the amount of disrespect that is building up to people who are engaging in your practice over there, man. There's growing serious disrespect, and you're gonna have to find a way to say, yo, this is my defense. I drink responsibly and white people drink too, and many of them as well are alcoholics and they can afford this and their guilt is selling it. Have a response or something so you can intellectually somehow be able to engage this topic or to guide those who may be made to be lost. Point them in the right direction of the right light out of the situation, because there are others pointing to a false light, to a deeper darkness. So drink your stuff, but have some facts about it. Have some knowledge about the stigma that it comes with and the South Africa it is turning us into and the perspectives we are viewed with. So we are coming now to which one next? Christel Verjoen. As jy 'n hond wil slaan, sal jy 'n stok soek. What the hell does that mean? That's Afrikaans. Let's interpret this. And it's time now for me to go fetch the baby from the school. So the comments will end here. I will read constantly the new comments if I can, as best as I can. And I hope that this content becomes rather popular. So, we've got a chat window right here. So let's just ask, what does this mean? What does it mean? If you want to beat a dog, you will find a stick. So what does this mean? It means like I'm finding fault where there's none. In other words, people who have bad intentions will always find an excuse or justification to act on those intentions, even if they have to twist the truth or invent reasons. So that's regarding what? Justice for Principal Jaco Pieterse. Oh, so talking about the black people who accused him. Yeah, that's happening. And then Siyabonga Madida 9268. Kanti, why when they make fake profiles must they add numbers in their name always? We see you. Also, this person is clearly seeing the bots in the comments. And they can just see that, okay, there are these scammers here, these white people posing as black people, and they're going around taking accountability for fornicating on the side of the road while traffic is passing. Like, who did that? And why are you coming on here saying we black people were on the side of the road with our butts out, doing the unspeakable and we need to cover ourselves and find a room. At best, let it be a Griffith's Motel, where we are offering special prices where you can fornicate for 60 Rand in total dignity for only 15 minutes per session. We have clean sheets and a hard bed so that you can get out of here very quickly because it's only 60 Rand. What's that about? No wonder this country is going down the toilet. Kiss the Boer song. An expert panel. Okay. Who are we with here? So, what the heck? So, hold up. Oh, I thought this is the logo. But this is actually like, is this the logo? Or is this like what the web page loads when it doesn't have a picture? Okay, because I was thinking it's the same person. It's different people with the same logo. And somebody here is a bot, but they are accusing others of being bots. Okay. Just turned off that fake accent. Okay, so that's the John Steenhuisen. So, Simpiwe, thank you. Veinant, I hear your complaints about Kiss the Boer, and I hear your feelings. I don't sing the song. I'm sure you picked that up. And I let whoever sings that song be appealed to by the Lord, if they have such in them. And so, let me step off. Let me step out. I think I should come back and just finish the Ronaldo House episode. But if I do, in a flash, you'll just see me back like there was no cut at all. But the sun will have set a little bit. It'll be a bit darker over here. And it'll be time to cook. So I'll probably be able to come finish this video much later after cooking, bathing the kids, buying snacks for my son who is going on a trip tomorrow. Is it tomorrow or the next day? Maybe I can skip doing that. But yeah, I'm out of here. I'll come and do the Ronaldo video and patch it on here so that it's one complete dope-ass hangout that you watch from start to finish with everything promised and delivered. And I hope you've enjoyed this session over here where we dive into the comments. Hope you like, hope you comment, hope you share, and you subscribe. The video continues.